Niddah Daf Lamites. In the 11 Ziva day period, a woman has a chazaka that she's tahar. And the Gemara has 4 explanations of what that means exactly. However, even in her Ziva days, if she's counting Shiva Nakim because she was a Zavak Daila, or she's counting one day, she's counting one clean day because she was a Zavak Tana, she loses her chazaka. In her Niddah days, well, it depends. If she does not have a Veses Kavua, that is, she doesn't sing Dam every month and the same day, or the same amount of days between Re'iyos, then she doesn't have a chazaka that she's tamei. And we're dealing with a woman who's dealing with taharos, so she has to do bdikas in the morning and the evening. She doesn't have to do that. If she has a Veses Kavua, that means she's seen Dam 3 times in a row on the same time, and we're dealing with the day that we anticipate that Re'iyah, so she has a chazaka that she's tamei. She's tamei. However, says Rameir, if she's hiding from the bad guys, so from the fear, she'll lose that veses. She'll be mesulik damim for that time. Now, why does it say in the Mishnah that during the Ziva days, she has a chazaka that she's tar? The first pshat is Rabbi Yehuda, that this woman doesn't have to do bedikas. Typically, if she's dealing with trumas, meisers, with the haris, she has to do bedika in the morning, bedika in the afternoon. This woman doesn't have to do bedikas during the 11 days of Ziva. According to Rav Chizda, it goes according to Rameir, who says that a woman who doesn't have a Veses Kavua, she's not allowed to be with her husband because we don't know whether or not she'll see Dam and he'll come to be Boil Niddah. Therefore, this woman must be divorced. However, says Rav Chizda, that it's going on the days of Niddah. He's not allowed to be with her during Niddah days. During Ziva days, he's allowed to be with her. He still must divorce her because we have to be concerned that perhaps he'll be with her even during Niddah days. Rava says the pshat that we learned in the beginning of Masechta that a woman who sees Dam for the first time in the period, she's tamei retroactive 24 hours. Me'es le'es, so any taharas that she touched are tamei 24 hours retroactive. Says Rava, that doesn't apply to Ziva days. If she sees Dam for the first time during your Ziva days, you don't go back 24 hours, and the Gemara is mafrechid because it says before in the Brisa that a woman who sees Dam because of Niddah, because of Ziva, Zavak Tana, Zavak Daila, you go back, Me'es Le'es, and therefore that's a raya against him. According to Rav Huna Bar Chia, in the name of Shmuel, it's coming to say that you cannot establish a Veses Kavua on the days of Ziva. That is, if a woman sees Dam 3 times in a row, and one of the times is during her Ziva days, you cannot establish the Veses Kavua. Rav Yosef, who was a Talmud of Rabbi Shmuel, a Talmud of Rav Yehuda, who was a Talmud of Rabbi Shmuel, says that he never heard this. Rashi explains that Rav Yosef got sick and he forgot his learning. So Abai says, let me remind you when you said this halach in the name of Shmuel. If a woman has a Veses Kavua, so here's the chart, and she sees Dam every month or every 15 days. The Gemara explains that it doesn't mean literally on the 15th day. So here's where she sees Dam on the first, on day number 1. 7 days later, this red is Niddah. She has to go to the mikvah on day 7. This is not the day we're talking about, 15 days later. We are talking about 15 days from the Tefillah day, which means day 22. And this particular month, instead of seeing on the 22nd day, she saw 5 days later on the 27th day. Now the question is, when is her next Veses? It's every 22 days. So do we say 22 plus 22 is on the 44th day? Or do we say 22 days after the 27th day, which would end up on the 49th day? Rav Papa says it ends up on the 44th day. The issue is, as you see, the blue represents Ziva days. Since she saw on day 27, so we start her Ziva count 7 days, and immediately afterwards 11 Ziva days. Niddah is red, Ziva is blue. Comes out that her Veses fell out on 44, which is during Ziva, and you cannot establish a Veses on Ziva days. Says Rav Papa, you see from here that you have to be choishish. In other words, her husband cannot be with her on this day as a chashash. And the Gemara answers to Rav Papa, well, no, we don't count 22 days from the 22nd, which would end up on 44. Rather, you count 22 days from the 27th, the time that she saw the Dam, which would be on the 49th, which ends up in a good period, not in Ziva, which you can establish a Veses. The Gemara brings a raya from chickens. Let's say a chicken lays an egg every other day on odd days only. And one time the chicken skipped 2 days. So when the chicken starts laying eggs again, is it going to go back to its usual routine of laying eggs on the odd days? Or because it skipped 2 days, now the next time it lays an egg is going to be on an even day? And from now on out, the chicken is going to lay her eggs on even days. And the answer is she's going to lay her eggs on even days. So therefore, in this case also, once the woman skipped the beat and saw her Veses on the 27th, we take 22 days from here and not from the odd day, so to speak, from the 22nd. According to Rish Lakish and Reb Shimon, a woman cannot be koiveya, she cannot establish a Veses during her Niddah days, and according to Rabbi Yochanan, you could be koiveya during the Niddah days. What is the case? Rav Papa explains, for instance, a woman who saw Dam on Rosh Chodesh, and then on the 5th of the month. And now we're discussing Veses that has to do with the month time, not a difference of days. So every month on Rosh Chodesh she sees Dam, and on the 5th day of the month. On the 3rd month, she only saw on the 5th day. Rav Papa considers that in the days of Niddah. In other words, from Rosh Chodesh of the 3rd month, even though she didn't see Dam, until the 5th is still within the days of Niddah. Why? Because we anticipate that she would see Dam on Rosh Chodesh. Rav Papa is l'shitasai, that you could anticipate. You go by what it was in the past, not from here on out. Whereas Rav Huna Breder Yeshua, all those that came down from the sea, in other words, the Roiv, they say no. What happened was that this woman saw Dam on Rosh Chodesh 3 times in a row. And on the 3rd month, she also saw Dam on Rosh Chodesh. That's why she's establishing a Veses. But she also saw Dam 5 days prior. And we say, no, that Dam is just extra Dam. It doesn't ruin anything. Have a wonderful day.